If you're going to be fishing topwater this time of the year, and it's certainly a good time to do it, the water's up in the 80s in a lot of places and fish are biting topwater, what is a good color to be using right now? Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. We're looking at June the 1st. There's our picture in our Catch a Better Life book for June the 1st right there. Doesn't that look cool? Doesn't that look cool? We're reading out of the Catch a Better Life book. If you want your own copy of this, you can check us out on jimmyhouston.com. Learn about this book. If you want it personalized and autographed, be sure and let us know. You can also find them at all the Bass Pro Shop stores, all the Hobby Lobbies around the country, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, all those places. Let's look over here and see what we got for June the 1st. Turn the page, and we find we've got a scripture from Proverbs. By the way, we have a scripture every morning, a fishing tip for every day, and a devotional built around fishing. Our channel is called Catch a Better Life. If you're not subscribed to this channel, get over and subscribe to it right now. If you are subscribed, share, because this channel is the most important one on YouTube. Not the biggest, only about 20,000, but it will absolutely change your life. That's right, for the better. Proverbs 3:27, do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due. Teaching folks to fish really can be frustrating for fishing professionals. We see the same mistakes made over and over and over, some of which we haven't made in years. That's right, some mistakes we haven't made in years. Many times, obviously, we're teaching our own kids, our spouses, our friends how to fish. The key to our success and theirs is to dwell on the good and not the bad. Can I say that again? The key to success is to dwell on the good and not the bad. This is definitely not easy. Just remember, though, it's scriptural. That's right. It is scriptural. Praise them for the good they do. Bite your tongue on the bad. All the bad stuff, just don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. It makes for a much better fishing trip, certainly for them, but for you as well, I promise. As you can see from today's scripture, this is how God asks us to be good neighbors. This is how God asks us to be great friends. God asks us to be helpers to those we come in contact with by not withholding the good from those whom it is due. Anytime we have the opportunity and the ability to help someone, God says that we should. By the way, that's over in Galatians 6:10. God says that we should help people. God blesses us with talents. God blesses us with abilities. And God blesses us with the time and resources so we can use that which God's given us to bless others. You hear what I'm saying? You have the talents and abilities you have, resources, the time from God so that you can bless others. That's why God's given those to you in the first place. Let's do good. Let's do good to somebody today. All right, here's our fishing tip for today, and it's a good one. It's a nice little fishing tip. Small bluegill colored. That's right, the answer is bluegill colored. Small bluegill colored popping topwaters produce after bass get through spawning. Bass spawn before the bluegill. The bluegill, when they start spawning, they became really plentiful up in shallow water. You can catch a lot of them. They worry you to death on a plastic worm a lot of times, grabbing your worm and running off with it and stuff when they're on the spawning beds. But around those spawning beds is where I've caught some of my biggest bass. They're in there eating those bluegill. The bluegill are in spawning, and they're protecting their territory, and there's a lot of them in there, and the bass will be in there too. And they're eating bluegill. So a bluegill colored bait, black and yellow, some green, some red in it. Those are the colors you want to use. A popping topwater works real good in that situation because those bluegill are protecting those beds, just like the bass protect them when they're on the bed. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.